Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of Forbidden Fortress Feudal Village expansion for Shadows of Brimstone by Flying Frog Productions. I just went and picked this up at my local friendly gaming store called The Source, just right 15-20 minutes from my house in Roseville, Minnesota. I'm excited to bring this unboxing to you, and this unboxing is really community-based. I had no idea this was even coming out or anything about it, but when I started doing my Shadows of Brimstone playthroughs, people asked, are you getting the Feudal Village expansion? I didn't really even know what it was. So purely from the community and all the comments and emails I've gotten from all of you that watch this, that's the reason I am doing this. I went out and picked it up. I'm excited to dig into it. From what I understand, this will expand our town phase of the game immensely. From what I understand, there is one for the original Shadows of Brimstone, and this one is going to be for the Forbidden Fortress. I'm excited to dig in, and I want to thank the members of the community that even brought this to my attention. Super excited. Let's get into this, and if you're excited to see what's in that box, then I need you to meet me at the table. Let's take a look at what's inside. Again, like I said, this is going to expand our village area of the game, so this is going to be really cool. It, of course, even comes with its own adventure book. So you can have a whole adventure just right inside this feudal village. Let's take a look at some of this stuff. It's written exactly like it is for any other Shadows of Brimstone game. It has all the things that are going to be taking place in here. It gives you some new rules for this town phase. It gives you, oh, here's look at this whole board for it. This is going to be amazing. All right, we're going to dig through this, and here, like I said, it even has some adventures that you can do inside the village itself. You can burn it to the ground. Oh my gosh, I'm guessing you're stopping a burning. Oh, an assassination plot. That sounds super cool. I think I might do that one. But let's keep on going. We're going to put this aside. Oh, check this out. It has an expanded travel hazard chart. So when you travel, you only roll a small amount of dice. Now you roll a massive amount of dice, and all these different things could happen to you. Super cool, and they have a painting guide at the end because this will have some miniatures in it. And here back, it shows some of the new things or even some of the older things it has, but it gives you an idea of what all is out here. So this is cool. Let's put this aside. Here we see the tokens that come in this game. We've got some of our town folk here along with our fire markers, so in case we try to burn it to the ground or prevent it from being burned to the ground. We also have unwanted attention markers. These are some of the new items we're going to be able to get for our bag. Here's also some other neat things. Some of the elixirs and amulets are here. We have some of our other tokens that are going to represent different parts of the game, and then we have a Shogun looking board guy here. This is going to be pretty awesome. And of course we have a North token because you always need to know where is North. Oh, here's some of these are punch outs of some of the old village parts that you could probably place around the town, and we'll see how some of that works hopefully as we go through. Again, more items that we can get. We now can get some tea and some spices. Oh, some exotic herbs. That sounds kind of fun. And here we have all the rest of the neat stuff that's going to come with it. Now this one actually comes with a board. Now I'm not going to be able to get the whole board on film, but just check out some of it. So now we actually have a board that we're playing inside of. Instead of the modular system that Shadows of Brimstone is, this brings a board to you that you can play on, that you can be able to move around these towns and experience all the different things that happen to you. They've got, oh, look at this one. They've got a nice little dojo thing here. This is really neat. It looks like another samurai's area. Oh, our samurai could go hang out there. But we'll set this aside. Let's continue on with what is in the box. We have a box of miniatures. There is a new enemies type that is going to be part of this. They're going to be the Outlaws, the Feudal Bandits. And here's the models for that, and of course we have the bases. We'll have to punch these or clip these out, glue them all together, and get them going just like you do in all the Shadow of Brimstone stuff. Let's take a look at these cards at one point, but we also have to take a look at all the neat things at the bottom of this box. There's going to be a whole ton of huge cards. We have visit the campsite. So before, in the actual village part, you just had one little small table you could roll up, but now it's got a whole thing. You can get things from the campsite. So you actually might want to go visit the campsite. Before, I never wanted to visit the campsite. I always wanted to stay inside the house because you could have bad things happen to you at the campsite. Now you might actually be able to get some stuff at the campsite. You can buy manages. You can resurrect your heroes. This is pretty cool. We have a new village rules. So here's all the rules for the new village. I'll have to read through. So when we get back to Shadows of Brimstone, I'll have an idea of what we're doing. We get unwanted attention or gaining it unwanted attention. Trouble comes a calling. Oh, that's pretty funny. Well, when a hero has one or more unwanted markers at any time, they roll a 7 on a location event chart. They must roll to see if they're attacked. Oh, that's absolutely awesome. We have travel and villages. different expanded rules for traveling, and specialty village types. They're all going to be different types of villages. So we have haunted, enslaved, monastery villages. We have mountain villages, a standard feudal village. That's probably going to be very similar to the one we originally see, but check out all these new ones we have that we can visit when we come back from any of those adventures. We have the village depth events. We'll see how those play out. And then each of the new places. Oh, here we go. Here's one of the village, a way to do the feudal village now if you want to do it just the same way before. It has 1 through, I believe, 6. And I believe that's where those little tokens are for, so you can place them down here. I could be wrong. And of course, you have that campsite, which has changed a little bit. If you wanted to, you could use this campsite instead of just rolling on the thing. And of course, you have the same part down here where you're going to see that darkness track or the track that you roll against. That's our campsite. We have another, wow, we got 2 of them. We got 2 of these things. Days since last event, just like they have before. Days since last, let's see here. Nothing's really changed. Both the same. Not sure why. Tea house. We have a new area now. We can go to the tea house, and just like any of the other ones, you roll 2d6 and see what happens to you. Plus, you can gain some of these new items that they have, and some things that are going to help some of the different heroes. Like we have holy only characters can now get tea ceremony. We have a, looks like magic or holy only can now get like blood tea. So there's all different kind of teas, of course, at the tea house. We have the samurai lord. We can visit a samurai lord. How cool is that? Again, roll d12, see, or 2d6, see what happens to you when you go. Hopefully you don't get a 2. He's paranoid and mad, and I like this one though. 12 is usually always good. You can get some fire sake. That's the one that the samurai, I believe, starts with. You can get some of those for 100 each. Hellfire sake. Ooh, I wonder what that does. We'll have to take a look at some point. And we have bombs. Warlord bounty. It's free, so then limit 1 per town phase. You can take advantage of that. And on the back, I bet there's some stuff for like the samurai. The warlord soldier hero only. Yeah, for our samurai, he could get some of this. And I might have to bring my samurai back. After I get all this stuff, now I actually want to play with all 4 of those characters before, like Colin and I did that one time, which I'll probably bring some of those guys back again. Brotherhood Temple, we have some new things there. Let's see, we can purchase some items, some bandages, a chain strap, so we can get something for a samurai or holy only. Down here, limit 1, what does it do here? Clothing hat, once per adventure, tighten the chin strap to gain an ability tokens equal to your unmodified move roll. Wow, that's pretty good. We have some awesome things back here. Oh, I want to get one of these. That'd be really good. But I don't think it's in here. Let's see what else we have. Weapons. Brotherhood. Oh, it does have an Ngatu. That'd probably be pretty good. All right, let's see what the next one is. Sacred Garden. We could go visit a Sacred Garden. So we have all these new places we can go. This is absolutely awesome. There's Western Trading Post. There's a gambling parlor. And all these things you can buy. Oh, so many new things in this game. Now, of course, I don't believe there's going to be cards for any of these because Flying Frog doesn't actually produce a lot of the cards for these, just mostly tokens. And you write down on your character sheets what you have. Looks like we have a Darkstone Plinko type game. That's pretty awesome. I can't even pronounce it. We have Cutthroat. Oh, wow, all these different gambling things. That's going to be awesome. We have a Western Trading Post, and this is some of the stuff that comes from even probably the original Shadows of Brimstone. We can purchase bandage, Portuguese wine. Let's see what else we can get here. We can get exotic herbs, conversions. Okay, what else we can get here? We can get a fencing rapier. Check this out, a fencing rapier. You wouldn't think that'd be in the Forbidden Fortress, but here it is. Once you get +1 initiative, and once per turn, you may reroll a melee 2 hit roll. So I could get one of these fencing rapiers for my samurai if I wanted to. I probably won't. That looks like it's probably about it that's in this box. I'm sure there's nothing underneath here. Nope, nothing. So there's what you get. You're going to get all those different things. Now let's take a look at our new feudal bandits and all these different... Wow, look at all this stuff. I don't even know what half this stuff is. We do get our feudal bandits. They've got initiative 4. They've got some special abilities. They have a melee of 4, combat 2, damage 2, defense 3, and 3 health. They give you 15 experience points. And of course, everyone comes to the elite. And of course, they're also brutal side as well, making them tougher. So we have those guys that we can fight, and those were the miniatures we have are all right here. Then we have some daily events, extra options. Wow, what are all these things? I have to rig through that thing and see everything we got. And oh, these are all the different villages. Enslaved village. So the special rules for the enslaved village. I'm sure some of the stuff will be available, some of the stuff won't be available. And we have some extra options because we're at the enslaved village. I got it. This makes pretty cool sense. Here's the daily events that you're going to have to deal with instead of the one you'd get in the normal book where you just keep rolling on the same event table. We have, oh, the haunted village. Look at this one. This one looks pretty good. Oh, angry ghosts. We don't want to deal with angry ghosts. They're no good. We have some, you can buy cursed artifacts. Maybe that's going to be awesome. Maybe it's worth going here. Then we have, let's see what these ones are. These are all, I'm going to flip them over so we can see. Then we have the Outlaw Haven. This one, I think this was one of the lower ones. I think it was like number 12 in order to get, so we might not see this one very often, but who knows? This is a Lawless Den, Rough Rabble. Maybe some extra options for this as well. And then we have our daily events for each one of these. Let's look at this. Outlaw Tarot Parlor. The following item is available to purchase at the gambling parlor. Darkstone Tattoo, what talks 3, but you get +1 max grit and plus X health, where X is equal to the number of Darkstone spent. That would be really good if you had a lot of Darkstone. That'd be a really good one to do. And we have this village here. There's a lot of things that could be happening here. Rampant mutations, rich in Darkstone. Oh, mutant specialists. Oh, look, it has all those little dudes that we fought just recently. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of them, but that's pretty awesome. We have, oh, I bet they're the Tikobaki, and they totally are. Oh, if only I'd read. That would help. We have some extra options, of course, here, and some daily events as well. We have our trading port. I bet there's going to be some cool things you can get at the trading port. And this one comes with some, oh, you get a treasure map. That must be pretty cool. For the next adventure, you may go on the hunt for the lost treasure. Play the Hunt for Darkstone mission. For this adventure, all enemies gain a free elite ability, and for each Darkstone a hero would have gained from the mission reward, instead, they may draw an extra loot card. These extra loot cards ignore the normal limit, but they do not grant any experience points. That sounds kind of fun. Of course, that's 250. Now, we've already done that mission, so I don't know if I'd ever do that again. But you can grab a new identity. What the heck does that do? Do you get to pick a new thing? Or you get a discard and redraw personal item, swap to a different starting upgrade for your hero class, change the gender of your hero, or discard and redraw any number of your hero class specific starting cards. Spells are, oh, that's kind of cool. So you can change yourself up a little bit if you don't like the way your character has developed. Mountain Village, we have some things we can do there. Let's see what's on the back. We can mine. We can get a mining hammer. That's pretty sweet. We can purchase Darkstones. That's pretty cool. We have a fishing village. I bet you can get some fish here. Maybe a fishing net. I bet you can get like a net. What does it say here? Oh, a harpoon. That's even better than a net. Oh my gosh, I want a harpoon. That sounds awesome. It's a free attack once per fight. Range 6 one shot. I don't see why I wouldn't want that. That sounds pretty fun. Oh, here's the heavy net right here. You can get a hat. So you can get net. You can get fishing supplies. Well-earned rest. Oh, that sounds pretty good. You can roll a d6 and heal for each injury, madness, or curse. You have no grit on the roll for 1 or 2. You only on a 1 for a curse. Remove it as if you were recovering in a peaceful tranquility of the simple life. That's pretty awesome. And we have a monastery village as our last one here with the holy grounds. And of course, some extra stuff on the back of that one as well. I'm super excited to get to some of those. We'll see how it is. Now let's check out what are the cards. Before we look at the cards, I did want to show you the sprues for the new enemies, our outlaws. These are what they look like. There are 3, they're identical, that's why I put them all out here. But we do have a couple of them that are actually just need to glue on their heads. Sad, I wish they would have just molded them with the heads on, but that's not how it works. And then we have 2 that are just needing to put their arms and their heads on. So these can get all clipped out and glued together. If you're interested in seeing anything about the Feudal Village, I know Rob's Tabletop World, he did a playthrough of the Feudal Village just recently. I'm going to put a link to it in the description below. Please go check that out if you're looking for a playthrough of this wonderful little expansion. So now let's go ahead and take a look at those cards. The first card we have is a Harinago trait. It can become an Onryo. That's pretty sweet. It loses the barbed hooks ability but gains the keyword sinister. So this will change that enemy, which is pretty awesome. I really dig this enemy. It's a pretty powerful enemy. I like it. There's some new gear cards here. What do we have? We have some Magic Tonic, Tea, Lantern Oil. A lot of these are just going to be those tokens that we have. So we have these new items for our gear cards. Then we have these bandit cards here. Infamous Feudal Bandit Gangs. They're all right here. Oh, these are going to probably change up what each band does. So this Sword of the Black Bay, the Spider Legion, the Men of Dragon, the Shoguns and Fortress, and the Nobari Slavers. These might have to do with any of the villages you go to. You might have to deal with a certain type of bandit. Or maybe you draw these when you have to fight the bandit. So for example, for fighting the Sword of the Black Bay, the +2 initiative in the Feudal Bandit combat hits ignore armor. That sounds absolutely terrible. They're thieves. Whenever a hero takes 1 or more wounds from the Feudal Bandit combat hits, they also lose some money. Oh, I don't want to do that. But they give us +5 experience versus what the enemies normally give. So these are a little bit tougher, and that's why you're going to get some more experience points if you kill them. That's really cool. So the group of enemies we have have their own separate thing that make them who they are. That's really cool. I like that. Then we have different of high, mid, and low threat deck cards. I'm sure these are all just going to be the bandits in here. D3 or P+3, P+3, P+1. Infamous feudal bandits. That's when you're going to draw that card. That's pretty cool. Oh, 2 of them. That's amazing. Then we have P+3 of those. Then we have 12, just the number 12. You're just going to fight 12. That's pretty cool. Then P+6, infamous. So you're going to go ahead and grab one of these cards and fight them. Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome. I really think I might want to do one of these. But okay, we have to do another adventure first, and then we have to come back to the village. That's what we're going to have to do. Next, we also have these new daily event cards. So instead of just rolling on tables, you can draw a card. Let's take a look at one. I'm sure all these are going to be absolutely fantastic. Moon Festival. Once celebrated just for the harvest moon, these festivals have become a more frequent occurrence in many villages since the sword of heaven fell from the sky, and any excuse for a party in these dark days of the dragon. Every hero in town may fully heal either their health or sanity. Oh, so I guess they're not all bad. That's awesome. I'm sure some are bad. In the world of Shadows of Brimstone, if I remember, it's usually half and half, or at least a third. So we'll see how all those play out. Lastly, we have the stuff for our token bag that teaches us what all these things are going to do. We have our elixirs, we have our tea, our magic tonic token. On the back, it has Hellfire Sake. Here we go, discard to immediately gain D6 Fury tokens. That's what that one did. Remember, we weren't sure what it does? And then, so on the back of them, we have the stuff for the other ones. So as we play through this, we might gain some of these tokens, and here's what they're going to do. Then the final card we have is a Dishonored card, which is going to give you the rules about what happens when you gain the keyword Dishonored. Now, of course, sadly, if you flip it over, you are gravely dishonored. It's the same as Dishonored, but in this edition, if you fail a mission, you are killed. Oh, just straight up dead. And in Shadow of Brimstone, that's not very good. So there you go. That's it. We were able to do a full unboxing of the Feudal Village from Frying Frog Games for Shadows of Brimstone Forbidden Fortress. This is going to be sweet. I'm planning to add this into our campaign as we play through it. I haven't been back to it for a while, but we will get there very soon, I hope. Feudal Village expansion. That was awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing of this Feudal Village expansion. I'm going to see how many times I can say that in 4 sentences. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol so you know when more content comes out, especially the Shadows of Brimstone stuff. I'm excited to get to this. I really want to play one now and then look through all these neat things. And thanks again for watching. And if you're excited to see more Shadows of Brimstone or anything else, then I need you to meet me at the table.